Good morning, viewers. Boy, oh boy. Every once in a while, something really special happens in my life. I tell you what. Has anybody noticed out there that Gucci, the Italian designer fashion company, that Gucci now has a set of worn bib overalls out there for sale that have grass stains on the knees? Oh man, I tell you, it's only been a few times in my life that I ever actually found myself being dead center on top of what was hot and what's in style. Okay? It's a moment. It's a moment. The Green Garden guy has got Carhartts that look like the Gucci's. Okay? Yeah, I mean, I remember, whoa, it was back in high school. Yeah, back in high school when I learned how to play songs by Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix. Whoa, all of a sudden, instead of being a nerd, I was in style. Everybody wanted Bill to join their band, hang out, so it happened once before. I guess I'm in the right place with the right thing at the right time with a gardening channel during a COVID pandemic. Yeah, people are gardening a lot, That must be why Gucci has decided to actually produce bib overalls with grass stains. It must be, symbolizing that we're all home here, stuck in the garden, with COVID, and we're all out working on our vegetables. Well, I'll tell you, these bib overalls have very seldom ever been an international hot trend. Well, hey, now that the Green Garden guy is hot on top of style, what I did here is, you can see, right there, right above where it says Carhartt, I wrote Gucci. Over here. On the backside, I got Gucci on the pocket, right where Gucci put it. I'm hot. I'm trend. Y'all can go on out there, and I don't know what the heck they said they were charging for them things. Well, I'll tell you what, these are $50 a pair on Amazon. If you throw them through the washing machine with a few lava rocks in there for a while, and then go out and crawl around the lawn, they'll look just like the original Gucci's for way less money. They get, I don't know, like $800 or something for these things. Man. Oh, yeah, I got a good laugh out of that this morning. You know what? Anything that comes good from this darn COVID pandemic, anything that comes good, it'll bring you a laugh. Anything that comes out of it is good. And that is really what today's show is all about. Obviously, Gucci has put the Green Garden guy right in style these days. And so that's a good thing. But I'd like all of you out there, if you have a thought to bother, chime in. Go ahead in the comments and let me know. What good things have you seen come from this in your lives, personally? I mean, I know there are. Maybe you bonded with your dog. I don't know what. Maybe you found out, that your neighbors were really, really wonderful people. Who knows what it is? But there have been, actually, a lot of positive changes occurring during this that maybe we haven't even noticed. Stuff's shifting behind the scenes there. For me, it's been very positive, sadly. That is a sad thing to say. All right, it really is, because I know there's tremendous suffering. The amount of people that have died from this, it's worse than all the wars that we fought through the 20th century. It's a mess. And so I'm not really proud to say that I've been doing very well, but I have. Gardening has become a thing. People are stuck in the houses. My viewers have gone up. I have more subscribers than I used to have by a considerable amount because of this. And so, it's affecting me positively. People are buying plants. People are buying seeds. Right now it's pineapple time, and people have been buying the heck out of pineapples and pineapple slips. So, it's nice. But it's not like that all over. And so I would really like to hear from all of you. Tell me, what happened that was good? What gave you a good laugh? Because there have been some things. I was watching a news show this morning. It was our local Hawaiian here. And, they did a report on some of the things that had been changing. One of them I found extraordinary. General Electric, because of the COVID, and because of the fact that we have dramatically reduced the use of fossil fuels. We're not flying much, we're not driving the cars as much, and so on, that General Electric, who was the world's major manufacturer of coal-burning power plants, has just announced they've discontinued the manufacture of coal-burning power plants. You know what that means? That means that there isn't really a whole lot of use for coal anymore, because that was the major place that it has been going these days. There was a time in my life when coal was probably the major fuel, even burned in the city of Chicago. All of our trains burned it in my day when I was young, most of them still. We had a lot of coal-burning trains. There were diesel trains that had come in too, but we had a lot of coal-burning trains, yet they stunk. We had most of the heat and power plants and things like this in Chicago. We used coal. Our house was heated with coal. Okay, and the chimneys were short. There was no Environmental Protection Agency in those days. There were no environmental laws, and so on. And so the chimneys were all short, and all the smoke from the coal would settle across the city of Chicago. And I spent most of my youth in chronic sinus infections, respiratory infections, ear infections, due mostly to coal smoke and due to cigarette smoke. Most people were smoking, and you go into a room and it was full of smoke. And you go outside and the air was full of smoke from the power plants. Yeah, I was sick as a child from respiratory, mostly due to all that smoke of the coal. I, for one, I am overjoyed that they have stopped making these things. It is just, and the reason this is happening is because things have been put on hold on the world right now. And when that happened, our energy consumption has also almost been put on hold right at this moment because of the drop in the use of petroleum and the drop in the use of coal. These things are no longer that profitable as a business. And so the floor has fallen right out of it. And a lot of nations, particularly in Europe, but across the globe, are taking this time, as we have a pause, to change energy uses. That's what's happening. So we have Airbus, for instance, of Europe. Airbus has worked on creating 3 different prototypes of commercial aircraft to carry our butts around from point A to point B that will run on hydrogen. I'm not a big advocate of hydrogen, but on the other hand, I can say that it's going to be a step in the right direction for jet aircraft to burn hydrogen as opposed to burning kerosene. They currently burn. It'll be clean. It's going to change things quite a bit. And what it's saying is that Airbus is looking to a world that's going to have greener power sources. And they're doing it now because nobody's really flying much anyway, so it's a great time to work on this stuff. That's the same with General Electric. Now, General Electric is not doing this because they're a bunch of environmentally minded guys who think mining coal is a disaster. No, that's not why it's happening. It's happening because there's no money left in it. And that's good too, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and really, as far as the rest of us are concerned, there'll be a few people who used to mine coal and sell coal who will be very unhappy about it. But trust me, we got a lot of jobs out there right now testing people's noses with a swab. There's all kind of work. It just depends. 7-Eleven's been hiring. Anyway, so that was the Airbus thing. I thought that was pretty amazing. But then, Walmart comes forward and says, hey, by 2035, that's 15 years off, but by 2035, all of Walmart's businesses will be green power. They're not going to use anything but renewable alternative energies, mostly solar, to be able to run the stores that they have and the offices that they have in the U.S. Now, Again, it's all about money. Amazon has put in a whole fleet of electric delivery vehicles, and they've converted so much to alternative energy. I don't know today if whether Amazon is operating entirely off green energy or not, but that is their goal. They've made it clear, and so Walmart now trying to compete with Amazon as a delivery of goods. They are also going the same direction. So they're appealing to the same people who would like to do business with a company that uses green energy. Yeah, so that is, again, just another one of the examples of how businesses are preparing to turn towards green sources of energy during this period of time. I would have to say that if there was one good thing that came out of COVID, that was it. I've been waiting for it for years and years and years. You can't believe how long I've been sitting back going, why do we do things this way? Well, situations kind of forced it. Aloha, folks. Let me know, what's happened that's been good? Huh? Has there been anything good happened in your life during all of this? I'd like to hear it. Thanks a lot.